Yo, what's up, guys? This is Why Not Be Reckless, aka Why Not Be Casting. I'm one of the HCS commentators, and we have another HCS Weekly Report where today we're going to be focusing on Flamesword versus Spartan the Dog. Apparently, these two are beefing, and I didn't know. I had no idea. If you guys knew about what started this way back in the day, because let me tell you, from what I've seen so far with the tweets, this sounds like this actually goes way beyond last week, way beyond yesterday. This time this goes way back. So if you guys have that information, let me know in the comments down below, because I had no clue. But all I can do is give you from my perspective what I saw last week and today, and we're gonna share that a little bit. So it starts off with Flamesword retweeting a tweet from Clayster, a Call of Duty professional player, saying, "This thread got me and the squad thinking, who's the worst player to win an event?" And that started a little bit of a thread as far as the Call of Duty scene and whatnot. It was really all fun and games. And then Flamesword decided, you know what? Why don't we bring this over to the Halo universe? Why not? And again, and it seemed like it was all fun and games. So it says, who do you got for Halo? You already know who's got my vote. And right from there, I was like, okay, all right, Flame kind of flaming somebody. I don't know who it was. And I thought it was going to be a secret. And then we scrolled down a little bit. And we got I got nothing but love for the Pinocchio family, Tots and them. Eventually, Flamesword says, I got Spartan the pup, but you don't know Halo history, it seems. So obviously a shot at Spartan the dog. I don't know how you can sit here and read that and not think it was a shot at Spartan the dog. And right off the bat, I was like, okay, all right. You know, maybe that was a little all fun and games until Spartan replied. Now, again, a lot of y'all read the title like, oh yeah, Spartan started beef. In my opinion, Spartan didn't start this. From what I seen, Spartan didn't start it, but he does respond. Gosh, look at this thread. My gosh. Flamesword can't keep my name out his mouth. What a weird obsession, dog. You've been washed since Vietnam. Focus on yourself and your dog poop org that holds players from better teams with a $100 a month salary. Bro, this was loaded. Bro, this was loaded right here. First of all, I love the fact that Spartan came up with like the Will Smith type energy, you know, the smack across the face and keep my name out your that's the type of energy I felt. But even was saying, so he comes out the rip saying, "Yo, Flame, you've been washed for a while. You ain't nowhere near my level," type stuff. And then he takes a shot at how he runs his organization. Now, from the outside looking in, I've been seeing that, Status Quo always tweeting about, you know, his players and sharing content and really always hyping them up. But there was always something that felt weird about the whole Bop situation. And I feel like that was further perpetuated by Bop responding to this with a bunch of emojis. Because now Bop is, I guess, quote unquote, free from the contract. You know, he was a competitor. Eventually, he was moved to, he said that he didn't want to compete as much right away, I guess, or whatever the excuse was, and then eventually turned into a content creator, but he was still competing, just not under the Flamesword org. And it was a time where Bobster benched himself in the past and whatnot, so I didn't know if there was like a beef between him and one of the other players, or maybe him and the organization. Like, it always felt a little off. And I feel like this kind of further pushed that a little bit between Bop's, between Bop and former Status Quo competitor and Flamesword, or maybe Flamesword's org Status Quo. And then you even see Spartan responds with saying, "Don't let him steal your World's trophy. You earned it, not his fake org riding the coattails of nostalgia from 12 years ago." And again, Bop responds, say, "I don't know where to put it, so I just have it sitting here," and also crying face emoji. So, now, so you could kind of insinuate from there that maybe Status Quo wanted to keep the trophy at, like, maybe like their headquarters. So I know a lot of orgs do that, where if the team wins a tournament, you know, instead of giving it to one of the players, they'll just have it at the org's headquarters, the org's offices. I've seen that plenty of times. Or they'll have a replica made that had the replica at the actual org office. So just, I mean, it's not concrete between like the beef between Bop and Status Quo, but I feel like there's some hidden messages with these emojis. But yeah, going in and whatnot, then we were having a little bit of fun. And I thought it ended. He was okay. You know, you both. You know, he took a cheap shot. Spartan took a jab back. Let's end it here. Like I wonder if Flamesword ever like quote tweeted this. I don't think he ever responded directly to this. But then eventually, which I'm thinking this needs to be done, right? This started on what the 25th. We had a response on the 26th, and now we're off to, you know, now it's the 29th, 28th. We're done, right? No, it's still going. Flamesword tweets out, "The pup and his fellow chihuahuas have already been absorbed into my reality, and they don't even know it." I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea what this meant. And I think Spartan's response to the quote, I think Spartan's quote actually like perfectly, like, I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what that meant. And maybe he quote tweeted this. No, I don't know. I was really confused by this tweet. Like, as far as trash talk goes, I don't know if that was the best one. But Spartan just a quote tweet just saying question mark and leaves it at that. So far, hopefully this dies down. You know, like I said, Flamesword took a cheap shot. Spartan did respond. I'm not gonna lie, Spartan responded with some energy, but hey, you know, if you start a fight, you know, the response coming in, it comes in many different ways. It come in stronger, it come in weaker. Spartan came in strong with that response. And yeah, we'll see if this continues or hopefully it fizzles out. Either way, that was Spartan versus Flamesword, the saga. And like I said, if you guys have any information about how this started, like where did this actually come from between these two going at it, let me know in the comments down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Peace out.